This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Here's the handoff. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Now, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The chains now on 2nd and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
The give to the back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. To the air, it's Carr. Makes the grab, it's Flanagan. Such a big part to convert these third. And they've got it at the 42.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. And then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
He'll go to the stake. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Defense in press coverage. Gonna run it. It's Bob. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go right back to it. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Floating away. On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown, Irish! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Makes the grab right along the sideline for the 2-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
They want to get the ball right back here in the 1st half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man downfield. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense got it for on the run.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after he got popped out.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there. A difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through a tackle. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Sayin. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off.
Picked off. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get the turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Back has it. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Motion from the back. Snap to the back. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's got it. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Price. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down.
That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he walks in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of it.
He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Now on first down from the 28. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Off to the races. He's at the touchdown Irish. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. It's a reverse. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And, man, you've got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize it. The first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Sayin. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Number 25.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Pauly. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Took a shot as he threw.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Carr. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Tries to get it on the ground. Plows through the defense. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Jackson. He'll work his way down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Man, this tight end, he's a weapon. We've seen it, right? He can get downfield. He can make plays vertically in the passing game. So this defense was aware of that. Nice job in coverage, swatting that one away.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Going for it all. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off the scoreboard.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Coming out with it, it's Price. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket.
Run play with the quarterback. Huge loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. That throw and catch a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Notre Dame right back to the line. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw again. Finds his big tight end. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure.
Quarterback with the carry. Loss of 4. 2nd down coming up.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Fires to the right. It's complete. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs up.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take...
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the pummeling has started.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He's looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead. You got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick, and not only do they try it, they get it.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? That's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit, because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Here we go, sack. Direct snap. And some room to work. Fighting off the defender. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Quarterback moving. Escapes trouble. Running through contact. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Offense changing the play. Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. Looking to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick 6, and then your offense gets the 2-point conversion. Wow.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Sayin. Under fire. Finds space on the right. Breaks into the open. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
Let's go!
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's got it out. Run out of bounds at the 39-yard line, but what a return to set up this offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Carr. Grab near the sticks, it's Flanagan. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 15, here comes the return. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. Like, this was not competitive. This was a bad performance. And the committee watches every single week. And being the #1 team in the country, obviously you got some pressure on you, but this squad's got to perform better. They got to show up, man. This was an embarrassing loss. And, Jesse, they're going to have to get some things fixed if they want to go try to compete for the ultimate prize.
I think the problem, if you're the head coach of this former #1 team, is that you've got a lot of problems to solve. What went wrong? Because they never even showed up. They didn't even look motivated in this game, and they got dominated in all 3 facets on the field. This isn't just a one-solution fix. There are a lot of question marks now. They're going to be revolving around this program, and a lot of doubters now from the outside. A lot of that energy is going to start seeping in.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.